stuffing my face with pizza at CC's. So I hope all is well. Guys, we have so I have a few updates. And I have a few things I want to talk about. Did you just get my notification for live? Finally, she gets a notification for live today. I hope everybody's well. Let me know how you're doing in the chats. We got 5 people in the chat, or let me know how you're doing. We got 5 people in the chat and 17 thumbs up. That means we're doing really, really good. Thank you, Howard. I appreciate it, brother. All right, so wait for a few more people to get in here. What's up, John? How's it going? What's up, our guy? How's it going, dude? Hope everybody's doing well. What's up, Central Florida Police Accountability? How's it going, bro? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm trying to bring back the Live at 5s, guys. That was a segment I started when I first started doing this. Over a year ago now. I guess we're a year and a handful of months in. What? Oh, it's okay. I'll fix it. But hope everybody's doing well. What's up, Tina? In the last 20. Hope everybody's doing well today. What's up, John? All right, guys. So, court update. I do have court on Tuesday. It'll be the 2nd of August. This should be the hearing where I get my it should be my probable cause hearing, which it should 100% be thrown out. And once we get it thrown out, then the lawsuit will be. It's crazy to think that they wrote me a ticket, or wrote a good citizen a ticket, and never filed it. They just gave good citizen, I guess they can, any good citizen who had court, I guess they gave good citizen a ticket and gave the court copy and gave me the regular copy of the ticket. And so that got thrown out. You probably saw that video. That wasn't even a real ticket. It was fake. It was not legitimate. Because the judge had nothing. So there wasn't even a real ticket. Like, I shouldn't have even gone to court that day because there was no court. But just to be sure, we went to court, and that was at the Houston Municipal Court, and nothing happened. Other than discrimination against poor people. Other than that, so we're gonna go into court on Tuesday. Me and Ninja. If anybody else wants to come out, hey, could you post the look up Harris County Courts, and then post that in the chat, please. Anybody? I don't have the paperwork offhand. But yeah, whenever court, it's Harris County Courts.
Harris County Court phone number?
No, the address.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the one off Franklin. I want to say it's like 1200 Franklin. I'm not 100% sure on that. Maybe 1100 Franklin, Houston, Texas. But yeah, it's right off Franklin in Houston on Tuesday.
Criminal Justice Center, Civil Courthouse, District Court.
It's the Criminal Justice. Yeah.
Criminal Courthouse.
Yeah. It'll be off. If you look at a map, it'll be off
Criminal
Franklin.
Justice Center. No.
Yeah, it should be the Criminal Justice Center.
It is.
Yeah, it should be.
It's 1201 Franklin.
Yeah, that's it. 1201 Franklin Street. Somebody could drop that in the chat for me. If anybody wants to come on out. I believe it should be there. I believe I have to double check. I should have to be there at 9.
I'm posting it.
You're posting. Thanks. I don't. Yep. There it is. Awesome. Just popped up. We have to be there around 9 o'clock for court. So me and Ninja will probably be there about 8:30. Yeah, we got to be there early because we'll probably be there at 8:30 just to get through security. He has a surprise for the security guys. So hopefully hopefully that all goes good. I hope everybody's doing well. I've been getting a lot of chats. All right, so I was actually hoping to do this on my computer, but so in the state of Texas, and this is one thing that I wanted to talk about. True, good point. Could you actually hand me my laptop real quick? Thanks, babe.
You can transfer over to you.
I don't know if I can. I'll have to
You
find
get it
out.
on.
Well, I've had an issue setting up live streams on my laptop and then actually doing them. But so what I wanted to conversate with y'all about was in the state of Texas, there is a resisting arrest law, and that actually in and of itself is a primary crime. So, excuse me, in the state of Texas, sorry, I don't know why I'm like, she's over there. There's nobody around. I just have it, I guess. But in the state of Texas, it's a primary crime.
People are gonna think of Rosie.
Yes, send me an email, John. goodcitizennews01@gmail.com. But there's a law, and this is one thing I want to talk to y'all about today. Kind of make it the point of live at 5, and then we'll do a questions. Sorry, I'm logging into my computer here. But basically, what it is it's resisting arrest. In the state of Texas, you can literally be arrested and charged, and you can literally be arrested. Well, hold on. Let me back up a little bit. So, the resisting arrest law says if you use any amount of force to resist an arrest, and then it's followed by saying even if the arrest or detention is unlawful, even if the arrest or is no defense to prosecution, even if the arrest is unlawful, you still can be charged with resisting arrest, even though it's an unlawful arrest. Like, they can literally kidnap you, and you do not have a right to defend yourself. That just blows my mind that in the state of Texas, we have a law on the books that allows officers just to pick up anybody. They can literally say, you look funny, you're going to fucking jail, and if you're like, that's not a fucking crime, like, screw that, I'm not going to jail today, he can charge you with resisting arrest and still can get you convicted in the state of Texas. How ridiculous is that? Might have to go in there with him. I don't. Come on.
No.
That being said, please take him in the bedroom.
He's just chilling.
Well, I don't want him on the couch, though. I'm trying to do this right now. I'm looking up the laws right now. Hold on. Please. Okay, so it's Texas Penal Code 38.03. We have 6 of them. Yeah, no worries. He just gets really, really loud, and when I'm trying to focus, it's really hard to focus, especially when I'm doing live stream. I get all like, woo! But the Texas Penal Code is 38.03, and it's resisting arrest, search, or transportation. So even if the search, the arrest, or the transportation is unlawful, if it's unlawful, you still have no right. You have no right to defend yourself from a kidnapping by police. You have no right to defend yourself. All right, it says and this is what the statute says here. It says a person commits an offense if he intentionally prevents or obstructs a person he knows is a peace officer or a person acting in a peace officer's presence at his direction from effecting an arrest, search, or transportation of the actor or another by using force against the peace officer or another. And then it goes it says it is no defense to prosecution under this section that the arrest or search or transportation was unlawful. So even if it's an unlawful arrest, and let's say they take you to jail for disorderly conduct, and you weren't disorderly, and then you resist that arrest because you weren't disorderly, you weren't breaking the law, it's an unlawful arrest. Well, let's say they take me to jail for taking pictures in a city hall, for instance. If I were to resist that arrest, I would have gotten the added charge of resisting arrest. But this is where things kind of get a little hairy, in my opinion, legally speaking. Because then, excuse me, guys. Because then, I'm gonna open up another tab here. Hold on. It's not this one. Sorry, I'm trying to look up the laws here. It's Texas Penal Code 9.31 is self-defense. And it says, except as 9.01 is the Texas Penal Code. That's the statute, the state statute. And it goes into except as provided. I'm pretty sure this is the statute. I'm 97% sure. Except as presided in subsection B, a person justified in using a force against another when and to the degree the actor reasonably believes the force is immediately necessary to protect the actor against the other's use, attempt, or use of unlawful force. Okay? This is where it gets hairy legally speaking, because there's two laws that conflict. And so when there's two laws that conflict, they really have to acquit. And I haven't seen this much in most people, because I've done a lot of research on this before I brought this topic up. And what I have seen is that a lot of attorneys do not use self-defense, even though it legally it states in here that you are allowed to use force to protect yourself, even from police. And I'll get to that in a second. But basically, the blatant, the definition of it here, or what the law says, is 9.31 is the Self-Defense Texas Penal Code, and it says, except as provided in subsection B, a person is justified in using force against another when and to the degree the actor reasonably believes the force isn't immediately necessary to protect the actor against the user's or the others' use of attempted use of unlawful force. The actor believes the force was immediately necessary as described in this subsection is presumed to be reasonable if the actor, and then it goes on to section 1, which knew or had reason to believe the person against whom the force was used unlawfully, and then goes this son of a bitch, my computer just died. Let me throw it on the charger real quick. Hold on a second, guys. I didn't realize it was that little. Hold on a second. Oh. I hate technical difficulties, especially in the middle of like a live stream. Hope everybody's doing well. get it back on, or she'll restart for me. But yeah, basically, excuse me. Basically, it goes. I ate a lot of pizza tonight, guys. I was probably had about 20 pieces of pizza at CC's tonight. But basically, what it goes on to say is that you can use force against a police officer when it literally just said in the other code, and I'm going to pull them up and read them side by side here in a second. There we go. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go. It says, except as provided. Okay, we already read that. And then it goes into these subsections here. I'll read them out just so we have them read out. Knew or had reason to believe that the person against whom the force was used unlawfully and with force entered or was attempted to enter unlawfully or with a force occupied occupant's habitation, vehicle, or place of business, unlawfully and with force removed or was attempting to remove unlawfully or with a force an actor from an actor's habitation, vehicle, place of business, or employment, or was committing or attempting to commit aggravated kidnapping, murder, sexual assault, aggravated sexual assault, robbery, blah, 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 blah. And as we scroll down, it goes into more detail, and it goes into like, and said the force is justified when was committing or attempting to commit aggravated kidnapping. We saw that. Did not provoke the person against whom the force was used, and was not otherwise engaged in criminal activity other than a Class C misdemeanor that is a violation of law or ordinance regulating traffic at the time the force was used. Then it goes into saying it's not justified for like other stuff here. Okay, then it goes into say use of force to resist an arrest or search is justified. I look like I'm lit up here, but it's subsection C of 9.31, which says the use of force to resist an arrest or search is justified if before the actor offers any resistance, the peace officer or person acting at his direction uses or attempts to use greater force than necessary to make an arrest or search, and when and to the degree the actor reasonably believes the force is immediately necessary to protect himself against the peace officers or the other persons use to attempt to use greater force than necessary. So you are justified in using a certain amount of force in order to protect yourself from law enforcement or people at their direction. And that's one thing that I wanted to bring to y'all's attention here in the state of Texas. I do believe that they should have it very clearly written, because I mean that can kind of be misconstrued, because it's like, well, I wasn't using that much of force. He was resisting, so I tasered him. So the guy tried to reach for the guy tried to punch me. And so it can escalate very quickly, because if somebody tries to resist an arrest or a greater amount of force if somebody tries to resist by exercising the same amount of force that's given to him, the cop can easily escalate it to pulling a taser or a gun and killing the person. And so that is a problem that I've seen with this law. It's not clearly stated that, hey, you should be able to defend yourself from any unlawful arrest. That's how it should be written in the penal code. And then, if the arrest is found to be justified, then they can pursue charges of resisting arrest. Because why would it make sense for any police officer to be able to pull you off the street and say, hey, look, you're going to jail. You got a backwards cap on. You fucking... you're black. I don't like black people, so I'll take you to jail. You know, that's for instance, obviously. I hope cops would not do that, but if they do that, please tell me and I will cover that story. But, oh, you got cameras? Oh, you're going to jail. That's what they can do with that law. It says that they can kidnap you. Now, if you look up the kidnapping statute, which I have pulled up here, I think. Oh, maybe not. It goes to kidnapping. That is 20.3. I don't want all these law firm stuff. I want the Texas Penal Code. All right, so here we go. This goes to This is for kidnapping, unlawful restraint, and smuggling of persons. Goes to definitions. I'll come to the definitions here in a minute. Unlawful restraint is 20.02. A person commits the offense if he intentionally or knowingly restrains another person. It is an affirmative defense. It is an affirmative defense to prosecution under this section that the person restrained was a child younger than 14 years of age. The actor was a relative of the child, and the actor's sole intent was to assume lawful control of the child. An offense under this section is a Class A misdemeanor, except that the offense is a state jail felony if the person restrained was a child younger than 17 years of age, a felony of the third degree if the actor recklessly exposes the victim to substantial risk of serious bodily injury, and so forth and so forth. That's pretty much, anything really. We go on to kidnapping. A person commits the offense if he intentionally or knowingly abducts another person. It is an affirmative defense to prosecution under this section that the abduction was not coupled with the intent or use or threaten to use deadly force. If I resist an arrest or you try to get away from cops while I'm, because of an unlawful arrest or detainment, they will either use deadly force. I do believe tasers are considered deadly force. And then, let's see what else we got here. The abductor was a relative of the person being abducted. The actor's sole intent was to assume lawful control of the victim. And offense under this section is a felony in the third degree. Aggravated kidnapping. Person commits the offense if he intentionally or knowingly abducts another person with the intent to hold him for ransom or reward, which would be bond at jail. Use him as a shield or hostage. Facilitate the commission of a felony or flight after the attempt of the commission of felony. Inflict bodily injury on him or violate or abuse him sexually. Terrorize him or a third person. Interfere with the performance of any government or political function. A person commits an offense if the person intentionally or knowingly abducts another person uses or exhibits a deadly weapon during the commission of the offense. Obviously, cops wear guns. They display them openly. So it's not a felony in the third degree if, at the punishment stage of trial, the defendant may raise the issue as to whether he voluntarily released the victim in a safe place. If the defendant proves the issue is the affirmative by a preponderance of evidence, the offense is a felony of the second degree instead of the third. Or first, my bad, first degree. But so, that's kind of what I wanted to talk to y'all about today, was resisting arrest in the state of Texas, how they allow officers to kidnap you literally for doing nothing wrong, and if you resist the arrest, what statute was I reading? I was reading the kidnapping statute. That was 20.03. The self-defense statute was 9.31, and then let me double check here. Yeah, 9.31, and then the resisting arrest statute is 38.03. Could you drop those in the chat?
What?
Texas Penal Codes. And just put Texas Penal Code, and then drop 30. Let me know when you're ready.
Texas. I don't know how to spell penal.
It's like
PENIAL.
Yep.
Okay. Code.
And then just put 38.03.
38.
38.03. And then
this guy's. I can see now.
yeah, I know. I'm about to block him.
You're
Oh, you got him pulled up? Okay, awesome.
Just saying.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drop him in the chat here.
3803.
And then self-defense is 9.31.
He won't address it.
What?
All cops wear their hats backwards.
I'm not a cop.
This guy is a cop. I can see it now.
If I was a cop, why the fuck would I be
his
arrested?
Next line will be a swear at me.
Not a cop.
GS, I just figured it out. You're a cop. I can smell cops.
I just figured it out. I can smell a troll from a mile away, bud.
I can always. They always wear a hat backwards.
That's a little discriminatory. That'd be like saying, "Oh, I can smell a thug from a mile away." Like, I
Just
think
have
we
my
can all see
comment
where we're going with
removed.
that.
This guy may be a cop. Driver versus Turner was a good listen today. Cops think they're special and give delusion.
Fucking just block his ass. Here. That's how we handle it. There we go.
Fuck. Oh.
There we go. It's done.
Oh, penal, not penile. Penile stuff.
Yeah. But no,
I meant penal.
okay, I'm gonna get back to
Whatever
life.
you said.
But yeah, guys, so that
Nice.
yes, that is something I want to talk about today and get your get your thoughts on it, what y'all think, what y'all feel about that. I know a lot of my subscribers are from Texas, but I do have a lot of subscribers from all over the United States and even in other countries. I just wanted to get you.
Scammed the scammer. I'm looking at his channel.
Okay. Alright. I just want to
Like
get.
a little bit.
Okay. I want to kind of get your thoughts about what y'all think, how y'all feel about that, and we can have a just open conversation. I just want to kind of bring that up. I know some people kind of bitch and complain that my lives are like super boring, but I just wanted to bring that up for y'all so that it's out there. I want people to be educated on the laws.
If you were a cop, you'd get to be lazy and make money.
Yes, sir.
You wouldn't have to pay for gas.
Yeah. But no, as I was saying, guys, I want this to be educational and people to know, and they go to their lawyer and be like, hey, let's look into this. Because, sorry about that, when two laws conflict, they have to side in favor of the defendant. Okay, that is the way that the law is written. It's written for us, not for the cops, it's for us. But when there's, and I learned this, but I need a ride from Galveston and it can't be. I'd come to you here on 811. It's not on 811.
It's on 8-2.
It's on 8-2. Yeah, I might be able to carpool, bud. Send me an email. We'll talk about it. Good Citizen News 01@gmail.com. If you need to send me an email now. That way we can have a conversation, bud. I'd love to take it. I have no problems with it. I'll be picking up News Now Ninja, and there might be a few other people there. Who knows? But yeah, if anybody wants to come, it's 1201 Franklin Street in Houston, Texas. I think I might have some other mods in there. But yeah, guys, I wanted to open this up for emailing now. Awesome. I wanted to open this up for discussion, have a conversation about this, about anything that happened today. I did do a live stream today with News Now Ninja. We won at the library, and yes, and we won. The cops. Well, it was a weird situation. The first two police officers didn't really do jack squat, and then we have Hill. And then we had the supervisor show up, and then we had a commander show up, and then it was pretty much resolved after that. We are filing a public records request for the video to see what the heck they said in there, or what was said in there. The static footage we have from before the live streams is gold. All right, I'm just gonna say that right now. I had my phone turned. I had to get off my static recording on my phone, so the video on my phone is split up through several different videos. But I'll compile it together. It's not a big deal. But I had to get off the phone, and I was talking to some of our other friends out there, Great Lakes Audits, and I also spoke to our attorney on the phone too, and he told us that yes, it is a public library. It might be privately owned, but it is public. Yes, I do agree with that, John. To an extent. If they're going to arrest you for something super petty, like, I would say like, and I'm not giving you advice. I'm just saying these are things to bring up to your attorney. You know, but if you feel like you have a right to self-defense, go ahead and use it, because it says you have a right to self-defense in the law.
Beating you.
Yeah, like if it's excessive force and you have to prevent the excessive force, you have right. Like I could have defended myself from being thrown up against a wall in the elevator of the city hall. I could have turned around and, you know, done things differently. I didn't, because I wanted not to go to jail, but you know, I still went to jail anyway. So, but I was released on my own recognizance, so that's something to think about too. You know, you might get out of jail the next day, or you might not get out of jail the next day. It just depends upon how everything goes. No, I didn't. What was it?
Like the others are going down.
Stephanie, I don't know who the fuck that is. The cops in Texas.
St. Germain.
I don't know. I don't care. The cops in Texas charge resisting as a contempt of cop. Absolutely, it is contempt of cop retribution. It's pretty much all it is. Especially when they don't have an actual law to, like, if they're like, oh yeah, well this is obviously gonna get fucking thrown out. We need to fucking throw something else on them. We'll add resisting arrest, because it in and of itself is a standalone law. They can literally put you in cuffs, say they're arresting for something else, take you to jail, and the only charge would be resisting arrest. The only charge could be resisting arrest. Seriously, that's the only charge you face. Even if it's like, you know, fucking, you know, I do want to say this. I don't know if any of y'all have seen the video on fake news now. I think it is what it's called, or fake news network. It's the body camera footage of what happened to Josh and in Gastonia. James Freeman's been covering it. That footage is absolutely, oh man, I can't. I'm gonna be doing a video on it shortly. That video footage, it almost brought me to tears, guys. It was pretty bad. Or could somebody go grab that link real quick and throw that in the chat? From Fake News Network. It's on, yeah, Fake News Network, and then it should be the first video on there.
I do not want to watch it. I'm not going told you I'm not gonna be able to.
Well, don't watch it. Just
Does it?
click on it and click share.
Joshua Brewer.
Yes, that's it.
Broker,
That's it.
attacked by Galveston.
That's it. Yeah.
Share.
Yeah, sure.
Copy link.
Copy link and then paste it in the chat. Yeah, guys, that video that she's gonna be dropping
if you're like me.
is very depressing. It's very sad.
I don't feel like crying.
Yeah, I don't.
Dan Freeman has all the body cam footage, nearly 2 hours.
Yeah, from every officer on scene. Send me an email tag. We'll discuss it. I like to talk to my people before I message them or before I mod them. Everybody that I've okay, everybody that I wrench, I've had a conversation with, or at least I got recommendations from other channels. And I'm not saying you're not a nice guy or nothing. I like to have a conversation about like what I specifically like on my channel, type thing. So that being said, I'm gonna leave it open for questions, comments, concerns, anything. Excuse me. You got any questions about today's live stream? We were in Galveston, Texas today. We had a lot of fun out there. We got some great videos coming to you. Ninja's a fucking boss like a mother. And we've got some. We literally encountered everything from federal marshals, I'll put it this way, federal marshals, city police, and the Galveston County Sheriff's Department. He should be. We've discussed it. There should be a motion to dismiss. Yes, it is in Houston, and it is it is at 9 a.m. Yeah, I have to go pick up Ninja. We're gonna have to. If I do pick you up, probably have to pick you up depending upon what time it is. Probably about 8 or so. Well, actually, probably a little bit earlier. Probably about 7:30 because with early morning traffic, I've got to go get Ninja, and then we got to run over to the courthouse. So there could be some other people there. Yeah, a little bit. That's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I don't care. Because I need people to film from the pews. Plus, Great Lakes will be on video chat. Good point. 6, traffic and construction. Well, I mean, it's only like an hour. Well, like, yeah. So I was thinking. But yeah. So trying to think what else. We got about. Yeah, maybe 6. I don't know. It just depends. Oh well, damn. Yeah, man. We've got a bunch of good videos coming. Yeah, shoot me an email. John, did you see what happened to Carolina Fort Worth Tuesday Tarrant County Courthouse? No, I did not. I need to actually go watch it. I've been busy with the family. I haven't watched a lot of YouTube. I've just been posting videos and like editing videos, posting them, and then getting them out. I just want to get videos out. It's been rough. I haven't had a lot of time. Been up late editing. Yeah, so I didn't even know. I haven't been getting anybody's notifications either. Like I have Carolina Fort Worth on notifications for all. Haven't gotten any of them. Got Foulmouth Veteran for all. Haven't gotten any of them. I think I do. I do believe I have Yin Yang News Now for all. I didn't get any of those when he was arrested the other day. I haven't gotten hardly anybody's notifications. I didn't even get it when I was live. Miss Good Citizen, did not even get a notification of me being live till my live was over. Yes, they are doing absolute dumb. But I've been watching a lot of people's videos when I'm gonna hop off here. I have to go do something. But I will see you guys in a little bit. You know who I'm talking about, please. If you wouldn't mind doing that, please. She keeps calling me. I'm having to deny them every time. But guys, I'm gonna jump off here. I love y'all so much. Thanks for tuning in. I hope y'all have a great night tonight. I will see you probably tomorrow sometime. We'll probably finish this if y'all want to do another one. But yeah, guys, we're gonna do a video tomorrow. There's gonna be videos coming out from today, well, tomorrow, all the way through, and then I'm doing videos on Tuesday, possibly Monday too. And then yeah, guys, so it should be a flood of them. I'm trying to get at least one video out every single day all of August, so we'll have at least 30. It's goodcitizennews01@gmail.com, same as the channel, goodcitizennews01@gmail.com. But yeah, I mean, I want a video every day from August 1 to, I guess, August 30, because I think there's 31 days in June or July. So yeah, dude, I'll check your emails in a minute. I have my notifications turned off, that way I don't get distracted while I'm doing videos. But thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you guys on the next one.